You wanted to have $25 million by the time you're 25. You did that. Now you say you want $250 million by the time you're 29. I mean, this is, given the modest way you grew up, what does money mean to you?
From the streets of Toronto to the top of the music charts, Aubrey Drake Graham, known to the world simply as Drake, has become one of the defining artists of his generation. But how did a child actor become a global hip-hop sensation? Join us as we uncover the success story of Drake. Born on October 24, 1986, in Toronto, Ontario, Drake's journey began on the small screen, where he played Jimmy Brooks on Degrassi: The Next Generation. But his heart was set on a different stage. Drake's passion for music led him to release his first mixtape, Room for Improvement, in 2006. His unique sound caught the attention of fans and industry insiders alike. Drake's success began in 2008 when a young Drake met Lil Wayne. This meeting sparked a partnership that would change the course of music history.
How did you guys get to know each other?
We were introduced through another gentleman from Houston. His name is Jazz Prince. He found me on MySpace and loved my music on MySpace. And he was like, man, I know Lil Wayne, and I'm gonna play him your music one day. And I was just like, yeah, right. You know,
yeah.
Like, you never really, I didn't buy it at first. And then, and I'll never forget, one day I was getting, we started, we formed a relationship and we used to talk and chop it up. And he called me one day and I was in the barbershop getting my hair cut and he was like, but instead, he called me from his number, but it was like, and the phone rang and I picked it up and it was like, yo. And I was like, you probably know that voice. I was like, hello? I was like, yo, what's up? I was like, this doesn't sound like my friend. And he's like, yo, what's up, it's Weezy. And it was, it ended up being Wayne. And he was like, I'm starting this thing called Young Money and I'd really love for you to be a part of it. So I want to fly you out to Houston and meet you. And he did just that the day after, and that formed our relationship. And I was like this quiet kid in the corner of the bus, you know, while everything was going on around me. And the Carter 3 was just, I think it was like maybe 2 or 3 weeks away from coming out. And what a time, what a time.
Lil Wayne, the rap icon, saw potential in Drake's talent. As a mentor, he provided guidance and support, laying the foundation for Drake's meteoric rise.
The greatest advice Wayne has ever given me, and it's a constant, it's less of advice and more of a constant reminder, which I love him so much for saying this to me, is, he's always just like, man, please be yourself. Please don't ever try and be me or anybody else. Don't ever go get tattoos. You don't have to dress any different, because from the day Wayne met me to now, I haven't changed anything about myself. He met me, and he really liked the kid that he met, and he's like, don't.
How old were you, Drake, when you met?
Oh, that was about, I'd say it was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 or 3 when that album came out. Yeah,
2 years ago. So, and he was like, don't stop smiling either. Don't try and get mean or aggressive. He's like, just be you, man. Just be you and rap about life and women and family and just love life and be happy. Be that guy. Be the guy that I could never be, because he can't be that guy, because he has tattoos all over his face, then he has dreads, and he has diamonds in his mouth, and he's a completely different person.
Their collaborations, like the hit Successful, showcased their chemistry. Wayne's endorsement and their joint tours catapulted Drake into the spotlight. Lil Wayne's influence is imprinted on Drake's career. From his cadences to his melodies, Drake's style echoes the mentorship of the rap legend. Beyond music, Drake has ventured into business, founding Dream Crew and investing in the esports organization 100 Thieves, showcasing his entrepreneurial spirit.
Do you feel like you are successful?
Yes, I do. I always want more. I'm, for some reason, ready to go back and start working on new music tonight, even though everyone around me needs
This came out last week.
Yeah. Everyone around me needs a breather for sure, but
dude, you said you wanted to have $25 million by the time you're 25. You did that. Now you say you want $250 million by the time you're 29. I mean, this is, given the modest way you grew up, what does money mean to you?
Well, I think less than the dollar value, it's just more about the idea of growth and business mindset too. You know, 25 million at the time seemed crazy to me, but when you start becoming a headlining touring act and, you know, brands want to get involved with you and you can go do private events and whatnot, it's, you know, you're capable of making it. And now I want to, you know, for sure, obviously keep touring, keep making music, but now I see that there's other ways, you know, as far as like, you know, this global ambassador thing, as far as maybe starting, I want to invent something. I want to start a company. I want to do something that has maybe nothing to do with music.
Well, why do you care so much about success? Have you figured that out?
I'm just addicted to it.
Why?
I think that I've sacrificed so much for it already and dedicated so much of my time that I have to push it as far as I possibly can, because I've given up a lot of years as far as maybe like nurturing like personal relationships go, and you know, trying to build things like a family or a relationship, or I don't do any of that. I just kind of work. So with that being said,
And how do you feel about that?
I'm okay with that now. At this point in my life, I'm okay with that. I think it's a great age to be doing that. You know, I think maybe in 10 years, if I'm still in that mindset, I might have to like come sit back down with you and be like, yeah, we gotta have it. This is a different conversation tonight. But yeah, no, I feel good about it now.
I interview a lot of artists who will say, and I'll say, what is the dream here? What do you know? It's like, I just want to be able to play music, make a living. You know, it's just about the art. I mean, whether they're being duplicitous or not in the answer, they don't publicly say, I want to be number one, especially
Right.
Canadian musicians.
Right.
You're not afraid to say that. Tell me why.
Well, I don't want to be number two. I think that would be a weird thing to sit here and say, or I don't care. You know, I want to make this city proud. You know, that's a main reason for me. And number one, it takes a while to even become that. I don't even know what number. It's like number. I hate numbers, by the way. You know, I like to say I just want to win.
Drake's story is not just one of fame and fortune. It's a narrative of resilience, innovation, and the power of dreaming big. From Toronto to the world, Drake continues to inspire a generation.
Dile que tú eres mía.